Good afternoon, students. IR spectroscopy or infrared spectroscopy. It's also known as vibrational rotational spectroscopy. Why it is called IR spectroscopy is the radiation involved is infrared radiation in the electromagnetic spectrum. And why it is known as vibrational rotational is the changes is occurring in the vibrational energy level. Since vibrational energy level is associated with rotational energy levels, it's also known as vibrational rotational energy level spectroscopy, vibrational rotational spectroscopy. Then infrared spectroscopy involves the interaction of matter with infrared region of the electromagnetic spectrum. Infrared region can be, if you consider its wavelength can be taken from 0.8 μm to 25 μm, and that region can again be split into three. One we call it as near IR, one we call it as ordinary IR, and one is far IR. So 0.8 to 2.5 μm near IR, 2.5 to 15 μm ordinary IR, 15 to 200 μm far IR. And normally we used to express this in terms of wave number. So 12,500 to 4,000 centimeter inverse is near IR, 4,000 to 667 centimeter inverse is ordinary, and 667 to 40 centimeter is far IR. Most of the organic molecule give peaks in this ordinary IR region, whereas metal complexes, metal to oxygen or metal carbon linkages will be in the far IR region. And it is not, doesn't have a very specific boundary between, it will be overlapping as a whole range only we will say. Then essential condition for a vibration to be infrared active is given by Gauss selection rule, which tells us that for an IR absorption to occur, there must be a change in the dipole moment of the molecule during vibration. Molecule vibrate பண்ணும்போது அந்த moleculeோட dipole moment change பண்ணணும். அப்போ தான் அது can interact with the IR radiation. In IR spectrum வந்து plot of percentage transmission to wave number. So it will be in downward direction, it will be coming. Then expression for vibrational energy of a diatomic molecule, when we calculate in such a way that two masses, that is atom, are connected by a spring. Why we consider spring can be stretched or compressed. So this is, you can see here two masses, so it will be vibrating at a equilibrium distance, and this vibration only we will be taking into consideration. Then energy we have already calculated. Energy already we calculated. What was the expression? Expression for so during the calculation we calculated vibrational frequency. Vibrational frequency in terms of hertz is equal to nu is equal to 1 by 2 pi square root of k by mu, where k is the force constant and mu is the reduced mass. That is, if it is for diatomic molecule, m1 m2 divided by m1 plus m2. Normally we used to denote frequency in terms of wave number. So divide equation 1 by velocity of the light. So equation will become 1 divided by 2 pi c square root of k by mu. K is the same force constant and mu is the reduced mass. Then when you take the energy for a simple harmonic reaction, we can find out that E vibration is equal to nu plus half h, sorry, this is V plus half h nu joules, there where V is the vibrational quantum number, and when you denote in terms of centimeter inverse, it become epsilon y is equal to V plus half omega. Instead of this you can also write vibration is equal to V plus 1 by 2 nu bar, that is wave number. This omega frequency of oscillation is equal to wave number, and substituting these values we have find out that for the first vibration level the energy was half h nu, second it was 3 by 2, and third it was 5 by 2 H nu. Okay, these are the allowed energy levels of a harmonic oscillator. And when you plot it as a potential energy diagram, it will be showing, since it is vibrating within a distance, it will be like a parabola where the lowest one will have V is equal to 0, energy is equal to half H nu, V is equal to 1, energy is equal to 3 by 2, V is equal to 2, energy is equal to 5 by 2, and when V is equal to 3, energy is equal to 7 by 2 H nu. Okay, so these are the energy levels. So lowest energy level is this, and you can see that even for the lowest energy level there is a energy value which is equal to H nu. That shows that even at the lowest, that is when the molecule is in the ground state, it will not sit ideally. It will be keep on vibrating. Okay, so there will be vibration always. Even at 0 Kelvin, there will be vibration. Then that energy we call it as 0 point energy. Okay, then selection rule, vibration should bring about a change in dipole moment, and the change in vibrational quantum number should be equal to plus or minus 1. Now, transition selection rule, when you take, we can say that transitions we will see. Okay, so delta V is equal to plus or minus 1. That shows that plus sign is for absorption, minus sign is for emission. Again, so allowed transitions are V0 to 1. Then only delta V is equal to 1 minus 0 is equal to plus 1. V is equal to 1 to 2. So it is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. 2 is equal to 3. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Like that, plus 1 will come. Okay, these are allowed. Whereas nu is equal to 0 to nu is equal to 2. Then 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. So this is not allowed. So we either the lowest energy to second excited state, or lowest to third, or first excited state to third, or first excited to the fourth. These all are not allowed according to the selection rule of vibration spectrum. So only allowed transitions are just immediate neighbors, that is 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, etc. Okay. So based on this, when we calculate the transitional energy, we can write that transitional energy is equal to when a molecule in here, if it has to go to here, means what should be the one? We should give an energy delta E. That delta E is equal to this. This is nu 1, this is nu is equal to 0, means it should be the energy of the level V is equal to 1 minus energy of the level V is equal to 0. Okay, so the first transition, if you take, it is equal to V is equal to 1 minus EV is equal to 0. So according to this expression, E is equal to 1 means 1 plus half H nu. So 1 and a half H nu it will become. Then V is equal to 0 means 0 plus half H nu. So 1 and a half minus half means it is equal to 1 H nu. Okay. In a second one, allowed is from 1 to 2. 0 to 2 is not allowed. So 1 to 2 means EV is equal to 2 minus EV is equal to 1. So EV is equal to 2 means this one V will become 2. So 2 plus half H nu minus 1. So 1 plus half H nu. So 2 and a half minus 1 and a half. That is equal to H nu. Okay. Next, from 2 to 3, if you take energy for third state minus energy for second state. Third state is 3 plus 1 and a half H nu, 3 and a half H nu. Second level 2 and a half H nu. So 3 and a half minus 2 and a half is again H. So what you get is for all this will be equally spaced, which has a value H nu. So if you want the transition to take place from 0 to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, the amount of the energy spent should be H nu. Okay, then only molecules will be undergoing transition. That is what it is shown. And this, when you express in joules, it is H nu joules. when it is delta E in centimeter inverse, what you have to do is you should convert nu to nu bar. So how will you convert? You have to multiply by HC, or you can write HC nu bar. That is, nu bar is wave number. So this is very important. When we have talked about rotational spectroscopy, it was not like that. It was having different lines which has separated by 2b dash. So each levels is separated by 2b dash, and it has this one. Here it is equal, which is equal to h nu. Okay. Now, since the vibrational levels are equally spaced, any transition between two neighboring vibrational level correspond to the same energy change. So, absorption lines for all the transition between the neighboring level for a diatomic molecule overlap, and we used to get a single line. இப்படி a single line that we used to get. And in the case of rotational spectrum, we saw there are a lot of one which is separated by 2b bar. This will be in the 4b bar, this will be 6b bar, this will be 8b bar, appadi pogum, but difference 2b bar. Inga vandu it is all will have the same h nu or h omega. So that will be the one. In this transition, this transition, this transition, this everything. So they will overlap and you will get a single peak in the spectrum. Then next is molecular vibrations. A molecule, when you consider the case or explanation of a molecule, what you have to consider is you have to consider a molecule as balls of different sizes tied with spring varying strength. So this is a diatomic molecule where you have two atoms, okay, two balls connected by a spring. So this spring strength will be varied. This is a triatomic molecule. You have a central atom, here you have an atom, here another atom. So 1, 2 and 3 atoms. So these are connected by two springs, and these springs will have different strength. So based on their strength, it undergoes vibration. And when you take the molecular vibration, they can say that there are two types of fundamental vibration. One we call it a stretching vibration, and one is bending vibration. As you know, stretching means what? Extending. Bending means valayika. So what is happening? One is stretching and one is bending. So if you take a molecule like this, a triatomic molecule, if you bend it, ഈ bond വന്ന് extend ആക്കിയാൽ what is called stretching. ഇനി അതിനെ വന്ന് ഇപ്പിടി വന്ന് okay, you take this one, ഇതിനെ ഇപ്പിടി bend பண்ணிയാൽ this is what is known as bending. Okay. So during the stretching vibration, the distance between two atoms increases or decreases, but the atoms remain in the same bond axis. ഒരേ bond axis it will be standing. ഈ length மட்டுം decrease or increase ആകും. ഇനി you can say ഒരു spring എടുത്ത് if you are stretching it and bending it, உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஏது ஈஸியாக இருக்கும்? பெண்டிங் வந்து ஈஸியாக இருக்கும், ஸ்ட்ரெச்சிங் வந்து இட் இஸ் டிஃபிகல்ட். அதே மாதிரி தான் மாலிக்யூல்ஸுடைய கேஸிலும். ஸோ மாலிக்யூல்ஸ் நீட் மோர் எனர்ஜி, ஹையர் எனர்ஜி ஃபார் ஸ்ட்ரெச்சிங் and occurs at higher frequency. Energy is directly proportional to nu. So energy high ആയിരുന്ന nuവും high ആയിരിക്കും. Okay. In stretching vibrations are of two types. One is symmetric stretching and one is asymmetric stretching. In this vibration, the movement of the atoms with respect to a particular atom in the molecule is in the same direction. See here, this is carbon atom and this are hydrogen means. So both will be moving out. They are moving out. Okay, this is symmetric stretching. In this vibration, one atom approaches central while the other departs from this. One ippidi varumbodhu one is going out. Okay, so this is asymmetric. Okay, so symmetric means both are going in one direction. Asymmetric means when one comes, one will be going out. Okay, it's clear, I think. next one bending vibration. So in this vibration, position of the atom change respect to the bond axis. Bond axis if you take like this, otherwise it was stretch பண்ணும்போது இதுக்கு வந்து சேஞ்ச் இல்லை, பட் பெண்ட் பண்ணும்போது இது இப்படி வரும். ஸோ பாண்ட் ஆக்சிஸ்னு ரெஸ்பெக்ட் ஆகிட்டு தேர் வில் பி சேஞ்ச். இனி இது வந்து டூ டைப்ஸ் இஸ், ஒன் இஸ் இன் பிளேன் பெண்டிங் அண்ட் ஒன் இஸ் அவுட் ஆஃப் பிளேன் பெண்டிங். ஸோ ஒரு மாலிகூல்னை வந்து வி ஆர் ரெப்ரசன்டிங் இன்சைட் திஸ் பிளேன். பெண்டிங் வந்து இதே பிளேனில் தேர் இஸ் நோ சேஞ்ச். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் பெண்டிங், திஸ் இஸ் பெண்டிங், த பிளேன் இஸ் நாட் சேஞ்ச், we call it as in plane. Whereas you imagine that in this case one bond is coming to the front and one is going back. That case means it is not in the same plane. That is known as out of plane bending. Okay. In plane bending, in this type of bending vibration mode, the atoms remain in the same plane. Okay, they are of two types, scissoring deformation and rocking deformation. And the pair one two types. Okay, in this type of bending, both the atoms swing in opposite direction. Imagine a CH bond in which carbon atom is the pivot and points of scissors. ഒരു സിസേഴ്സിൻ്റെ ഇത് മാതിരി കൺസിഡർ பண்ணிയാൽ ഇത് സിസേഴ്സ് എപ്പടി മൂവ് ആകും, ഒന്ന് ഇപ്പിടി മൂവ് ആകും, ഒന്ന് ഇപ്പിടി മൂവ് ആകും. അതേമാതിരി ഒരു കാർബൺ ഹൈഡ്രജൻ ബോണ്ട് ഇൻ ദ ഡയറക്ഷൻ മൂവ് ആകുമ്പോൾ അനദർ വൺ ഇപ്പിടി മൂവ് ആകും. സോ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റ് ഡയറക്ഷനിൽ മൂവ് ആകുന്ന വി കോൾ ഇറ്റ് എ സിസറിങ് ഡിഫോർമേഷൻ. ഇനി റോക്കിംഗ് ഡിഫോർമേഷൻ മീൻസ് ബെൻഡിങ് ബോത്ത് ദ ആറ്റംസ് സ്വിങ് ഇൻ ദ സെയിം ഡയറക്ഷൻ. ഒരേ ഡയറക്ഷനിൽ. സി ദിസ് ചെയർ, ഈ ചെയർ വന്ന് എപ്പിടി இந்த രണ്ട് ഇതുമേ വന്ന് ഇഫ് യു ആർ പുള്ളിങ് ഡൗൺ ദിസ് ചെയർ ഈസ് നോൺ ആസ് ഓൺലി റോക്കിംഗ് ചെയർ. And that is why it is known as rocking motion. So idu vannu in the direction move aagum, this also will be moving in the same direction. Ore plane change agadu, that is rocking deformation. Okay, ini out of plane, in this type of bending vibration the atoms bend out of the plane. Or molecule ipdi edukkumbodhu what happened is this will come either to the front and this will go to the back. Appadi plane in front and back where we call it as out of plane. Other two types is there, vaguing deformation and twisting deformation. Vaguing deformation is in this vibration both the atoms swing up and down out of the plane. Random one it is coming this side. Imagine that this is the molecule and this random one it is coming towards us. Random going back, coming front, going back, coming front, going back. That is what is vaguing deformation. So this is the one means this will come front, this also will be coming plane munne it will come. Okay, so that is vaguing. In this vibration one atom sinks up, other atom sinks down related to the plane of the paper. Idile vandu what happened is this is the one means idu ippidi varumbodhu this will go back. Phone the back il you imagine this is coming towards us. You are watching it. So ஒரு CH bond வந்து உங்களோட இடத்துலோடு வரணும் and is going back. That is twisting. And it is shown by plus and minus sign. So plus means both the things is coming towards us. Minus means one is going away from us, one is going towards us. Okay, all these vibrations you can represent by a simple diagram. Molecular vibration, two types of stretching and bending. This is again stretching is divided into symmetric stretching and asymmetrical stretching. Both bond moves outwards. This ஒரே planeல நடக்கும், ரெண்டு ஒரே directionல ஆகுனா வந்து symmetrical stretching. Whereas one where goes out, one goes in means it is asymmetric stretching. In bending deformation வந்து two types, ஒன்று plane in plane, ஒன்று out plane. In plane scissoring and rocking, இது வந்து ஒரே planeல opposite direction வரனா scissor. ஒரு scissor எடுத்து ஒரு plane வச்சு you can imagine how it goes. That is what is scissoring. Vaguing means if opposite direction is scissoring. Vaguing means in the same direction we call it as റോക്കിംഗ്. ഇനി അതേമാതിരി ഒരു പ്ലെയിന് ഉള്ള ബാക്കിലും പോണ വന്ന് വേഗിങ്. This is twisting. So scissoring and rocking in the same plane. Wagging and twisting is on the different plane. Plane change ആകും. Okay, this is this GIF. I hope you can understand this. So this is the symmetric stretch. Okay, this is a symmetric stretch. This is rocking. See, ഒരേ direction it is moving. Scissoring means opposite direction. In twisting means one is coming this side, one is going that side. Wagging, രണ്ടും ഫ്രണ്ടിലോട്ട് രണ്ടും back. So this is what is the one.